welcome to livealittlehigher.com. This week we will be celebrating the new month of Rosh Chodesh Kislev. It's a very special month. Kislev is the month in which the light shines. It's the month of Hanukkah, which is the only holiday in the Jewish calendar that spans and hence connects 2 months together. It begins in Kislev and it ends in the month of Tevet. And Hanukkah begins on the 25th of Kislev and concludes on the second or the third day of Tevet. So the name, according to the Sefer Yetzirah, the Book of Formation, the name of Kislev, it derives from the Hebrew word kesel. And the word kesel, which means security or trust. So it's a month in which we really, that is auspicious for us to build up our bitachon, our emunah and our bitachon muscles, to work on our trust of Hashem. Really, the world is a crazy world. We sometimes look at it and I think, okay, this is nutty. How can this be going like this? How can people be thinking like this? Like, you look up and you say, I don't understand. But at the end of the day, when you learn bitachon and you learn to trust Hashem, you understand that there's a bigger plan, that nothing is random, that everything that's going on in the world really is part of this great, grander plan, and Hashem knows what He's doing. We have to trust that. We have to trust that Hashem knows what He's doing. So there's 2 states of trust. One is an active and one is passive, both of which manifest in this month of Kislev, which in the human body corresponds to the right and the left kidneys. If you know that the right and the left kidney, they are what cleans the blood in the body, and that's what helps the body be healthy. So the miracle of Hanukkah reflects the active trust of the Hasmoneans, the Maccabees, in God that drove them to stand up and fight against the Greeks. You know, it was a very small army, where very few people, they didn't have like hundreds of people in their army either. I think there were 6 people in all, and nevertheless they were able to win this war and regain the Holy Temple and save the Jewish people from assimilation, because this is really what happened in the times of the Greeks, that it was an anti-Semitism that didn't want to destroy the Jew as a Jew. They didn't want to get rid of us like in other times, like in the story of Purim, where Haman wanted to get rid of the Jew, like they didn't want to have any Jewish people in the world. The anti-Semitism of the Greeks was a more dangerous anti-Semitism, because they didn't want to eradicate the body, they wanted to eradicate the soul of a Jew. They wanted to kill the soul. They didn't want Jewish people to trust Hashem. And that's why they forbade all these mitzvahs that are supra-rational, that go beyond logic. These were the ones that they didn't allow, was because when a person does the hukim, the mitzvahs that are supernatural, no logic with them, then that person is being able to connect to a higher force. It's a person that trusts Hashem. And that's what they wanted to get rid of. They wanted to get rid of the trust. So we see in this Sefer Yetzirah, there's different things that rule the month, like for example the tribe, you have the organ, the senses, the zodiac, you have different things. Today we're going to concentrate on the sense of sleep. The sense of sleep is the sense of the month, sleep, and we see that sleep depends on the tranquility and the restfulness that comes from feeling trust and security in God and His divine providence. When a person goes to sleep, and he can go to sleep freely, tranquil, he just closes his eyes and he goes to sleep, he has a certain amount of trust in God that he's gonna go to sleep and he's gonna wake up, right? A person that is scared to die in the middle of the night is not gonna go to sleep. So at the end of Leviticus, we find the blessing, and you shall dwell securely in your land, and I shall give peace in the land, and you shall lie down without fear. And so to have a sense in sleep suggests something we'll ascribe to achieve. The word sense in Hebrew is hush. Itself is cognate to the quickness, which is hish. implying that a person who has a well-developed sense of sleep has the ability to sleep well but quickly. And indeed, we know that the greatest tzaddikim of the Jewish people, they used to sleep very small amount of hours. I think they slept 4 hours or something like that, but they slept completely. Like they were completely disconnected and they were restful and they could have a good sleep. So the tribe of the month is the tribe of Benjamin. We know that Benjamin was the son of Rachel and Jacob. He was born actually entering the land of Israel. His mother passed away in the way to the land of Israel. She's buried in Bethlehem, and he was born just in the moment that they were going to enter Israel. And we see that the talent and prowess that Benjamin had, it was with the bow, with a bow. And the zodiac symbol of this month is the bow. And the ability to shoot and hit his target depend upon a most tranquil inner spirit. Like when a person shoots, if he has a tranquil spirit, he's gonna be able to aim to the diana, to the point where he wants to hit. But if a person is nervous, he's not gonna be able to get to his aim. So in fact, the whole process of aiming, shooting, and hitting the target can be described as being almost asleep. The archer's tranquility comes from the realization that it is God that guides his arrows to their intended targets. A tranquil personality is one with little inner friction and tension, and the sense of sleep suggests the ability to release stress as one lies quietly confident in God's support. So you see people that are nervous, everything falls from their hands, they can't get their act together, they're nervous. But when you see a person that is tranquil and is comfortable in their skin, they just get things done, it seems seamless, they're not nervous, they're just doing, things get done with such tranquility, like nothing's happening. They can cook a whole meal in a few hours, 8-course dinner, with no rush feelings, just tranquil and happy and doing, and everything gets done in a very happy way. So this is something that people have to aspire to attain. We have to come to that place in which we allow ourselves to feel this way. It's a shame that people are stressing all over, they're anxious all over. Why? Because they don't trust. And that's the point of it. It's trust. They don't trust themselves. They don't trust God. When you have trust, you can get through life very swiftly. So the Pentateuch contains descriptions, the Torah contains descriptions of 10 dreams, and this is known as the month of dreams. There's 10 dreams that by divine providence, all 10 appear in the weekly Torah portions during the month of Kislev. It's not coincidental that these 10 dreams appear exactly on the month of Kislev. The dreams that Yaakov had when he was going to meet his uncle of the ladder, and then Joseph has these dreams about the stars bowing down to him, and all these dreams that the Pharaoh had, and they had all dreams. It's a dreams, and there's no coincidence that this is a month of dreams. So this is one of the best examples of the Alter Rebbe saying that one should live with the times, live life with the messages of the weekly Torah portion in your mind. That if you're going through this month of Kislev and you're connected to your sleep and you're connected to your dreams and you connect to that reality, then you're living with the times, because really the subconscious comes out and it talks to you, and you have to be able to be sensitive to be able to listen to these messages. So the controller of the month, there's a controller in the month, there's an organ in the body that controls. This month it is it's called the belly, which is really all the abdominal part of a person. And the relationship between the belly, especially when it's full and satiated and tranquil, it gives you a state of sleep. When a person eats and he's satisfied, he gets sleepy. And actually, science tells you that it is because the blood of the body is in the digestive system. Everything's working to digest, and that's why you get sleepy. And this controller, we have to understand that what we have to understand this month is that the rectified individual always has a figuratively full belly, regardless of his or her conditions. What it's saying, the sages are teaching, is that a person that is fulfilled in life, that is content in life, that is happy with his lot, is always gonna feel full. When a person feels that he doesn't have it all, he's never going to be satisfied. And so to attain this state of contentment, one must never be jealous of others. We should never be wanting what other people have. We should not be looking at other people's possessions and feeling that we don't have enough. You know, nowadays these Instagrams and TikToks and all this, they arouse so much jealousy between people. It's so sad because people are so focused on what other people have that they forget of what they have, and they don't count their blessings. They forget about them, so they're never satisfied. They're always hungry. And so as the sages state, who is rich, this is in Pirkei Avot, he who is happy with his portion. And being content demands a spiritual outlook on life and its conditions, an outlook that makes us realize that our portion, the heart we have been dealt with, the hand that we've been dealt with by Hashem, is indeed ours and no one else's. So it's a spiritual work out that we have to do every day, that we have to really count our blessings, look at the goodness in our life, look at our lives like it's tailor-made for us. What we have, we need. What we don't have, we don't need. Hashem gives you exactly what you need and what you don't need. Even if he doesn't give you, he's giving you, because he's giving you what you don't need. He's giving you peace with what you don't need. You know, if he's taking away, also you don't need that. So anyways, he's giving you. He's always giving you. So if we look at life, this is the outlook of our life. And we see in Instagram this person with this mansion and this car and their airplane, and we're looking and dreaming that we would love to have that. You know, that's jealousy. You have to think, okay, I don't have that. It's nice, it's pretty, let them enjoy them. I don't have it. Hashem doesn't feel I need this in my life. It's not part of my journey. So it's indeed ours and not no one else. And whatever you have is yours, because Hashem gives it to you because you need it. So the word belly derives from the word measure. And the sages state that by nature, the individual desires one measure of that which is his, more than he desires 9 measures of that which belongs to his fellow. So we want what we have. What is joy? Is to love what you have and not have what you love. That is happiness, to want what you have and not have what you want. And so being content ourselves is the best way to feed the world, to ensure that divine influence reaches all. One of the greatest and poorest Mishnaic sages was Rabbi Hanina ben Dosa. And despite his extreme poverty, Rabbi Hanina was always content. He was always happy. He didn't feel he missed anything. He didn't feel that he didn't have anything. He never felt that he was lacking. So the Talmud relates that it was said in heaven that the entire world is fed in the merit of Rabbi Hanina, my son. Yet Hanina himself is content with merely 1 measure of the carobs every week. Imagine, he was happy with what Hashem gave him. He had no need for anything else. And so Rabbi Hanina also teaches us that a content belly is possible when one knows one's proper measure. Only when you know what you need in life to be able to fulfill your purpose, when you see your riches, whatever you have, as part of your toolbox to be able to fulfill your purpose in this world, you're gonna feel that you have everything, that you don't need anything else, because whatever else you're gonna have is not part of the plan. So the large intestines, which are also part of the belly, the limb of this dimension surrounded the small intestines through which nutrition is absorbed. That which is not useful to the body passes through the large intestines. The process of elimination cleanses one from stagnancy, energy, stagnating energy and outdated symbols of their stale interpretations, allowing one to be receptive to the new and clearer visions. So what it does, in a physical sense, the organs, the large intestine, what it does, it gets rid of things that the body does not need. So you eat and you're digesting, and the large intestines take the nutrients and spread them through the blood, through the body, whatever the body needs to be able to live, and whatever it doesn't need, it takes it out, it disposes it. So we see that in order to be able to learn more, to get new knowledge, to have a clear mind, we don't need clutter. You have to get rid of everything you don't need. You know, I clean my house constantly. Whatever I'm not using in 1 year goes out. I give it away. There's a great place here. I take clothes I don't wear. I know someone needs them. Someone else can use them. I don't need to have things in a closet hanging for years. I don't need to have things in closets that I don't use. Whatever is not being useful in my moment, I take it out. I take it out, because when you open space, not only physically but also spiritually, all these things that consume your life, the more possessions, the more worries, says the Talmud, then you don't have space within yourself to be able to fill yourself with new things, with better things, to renewed energy. You're full of clutter. So when one is expending a lot of energy in a particular direction and is not seeing results, he should reevaluate his motives and or goals, or try to be patient and learn from what is presently being revealed in the process of unfolding a vision. Many times the pursuit of one's vision may give birth to something that was totally unexpected in the beginning. And what is important is that we be always involved in fulfilling a dream while remaining open to the possibilities of receiving an even deeper vision. So we see that we should always have aspirations. We should always live a life of wonder. We should always be open to new experiences, healthy experiences, I mean, things that are leveled with Torah values and mitzvahs, nothing that will put you in danger. But people should be open to learning new things, doing new things. You should always be learning, growing. Never stay stagnant. Never feel that you have so much in that there's no more room for more. And this is one of the lessons, one of the many, many lessons of the month of Kislev, which is represented by light. And light, this is what light is. When you walk into a bright room, you can see. When you're surrounded by darkness, you cannot see. But in order to be able to have light around you, you have to be a vessel for that light. And if you have clutter within you and you have all these things that are tying you down and are not letting you see and are not letting you go forward, then it's time to clean the house. So I wish you a blessed month of Kislev. You should have many blessings. You should have clear vision. You should be able to see clearly what Hashem wants for you, and to have the courage and the strength to be able to pursue your dreams and do what is needed from you and live a little higher. Thank you.